Hello and welcome back. Hope you're good, doing well, enjoying yourself. So this is going to be the Bitcoin update. All right, so this is the old chart when Bitcoin was testing that top. So we were expecting it to drop. Okay, so it's dropping from that top and just simply heading towards our first target, which is the 42. We were expecting it to tag that 42. 42 is being tested almost. It's going to, test, all right? So right now price is running at around 42.80, and there is potential that Bitcoin still can drag lower, all right? And buyers, those who are just blindly buying Bitcoin, they are not feeling well, to be honest. All right, so if you look at them, then you're going to see that they are just simply crying right now that the Bitcoin is dropping. All right, so let's look at the previous video analysis, what we were expecting previously on lower time frame, and then we're going to talk about the update. Okay, so if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, what we are anticipating, just price to simply stay below those 4-hour moving averages. Okay, if you remember, since Bitcoin was there, if you have seen my weekly video analysis, and you have seen my Bitcoin analysis, that I was talking to you guys that just watch price to stay below those moving averages. Okay, price is just simply staying below those moving averages. Okay, and holding those moving averages, and trend is still there for the downside. Okay, so same again, as long as price gonna stay below those moving averages. Okay, so there is no trend for upside. Bitcoin has to break out that bearish trend very, very aggressively for this to push up for another leg higher. So there is no buy yet on the Bitcoin. Okay, and if I'm gonna make this analysis more simple, Bitcoin to just stay below those moving averages and keep the trend intact for more downside, right? So on lower time frame, on 1 hour time frame, what you are looking simply, there are corrections appearing over there. Okay, so any correction you are watching over there for specifically for the downside on the Bitcoin, okay, you need very, very aggressive breakout. If breakout is going to be very aggressive, then you are looking trying to continue. Otherwise, there, if you are looking continuation trade on the Bitcoin at current price, there is slightly a risk. I mean, a risk exists over there for the downside, all right? Because price is trying to find its bottom. People still believe that it is going to hold its floor somewhere, at 40 or 42, and then going to continue to keep pushing more higher, all right? So all these people are just guessing that price going to hold these levels and going to continue to keep pushing more higher, yeah? So based on our structure, based on our pattern, we still see more room to the downside, right? We still see more room to the downside on Bitcoin, okay? And it says that we may visit that low again. So we are having, other coins, all right? Other like, ADA is simply visiting this low, all right? This previous bottom, we had similar structure over there, all right? And ADA is just tagging. I was showing chart on the ADA as well from this previous top, all right? So if other coins keeps falling, then Bitcoin will also going to follow them too, all right? So keep that thing in mind. And if I'm going to look at the 1 hour time frame, so room is still there. So as said, you are watching aggressive breakouts, okay? Not corrective breakouts, aggressive breakouts, something like that, okay? If that comes, then you are looking at this to just keep dragging all the way back to that low. So slightly a risky trade. If you know how to take it, how to trade it, then you can trade, yeah? So if you are buying based on just these lows, okay? And based on, just hoping that price is going to hold these areas and going to reverse for the upside, yeah? So these supports may break down aggressively to the downside, all right? So think twice before going to buy just based on support and resistance, okay? So trend is bearish and it is setting up for another breakout to the downside, okay? In case if that breakout is not going to come on 1 hour time frame and price is going to get a bigger correction over there, all right? So if I'm going to pull out bars pattern and going to take that there, okay? So if it gets bigger, still it's going to be a correction for more downside, right? Back to that previous low at least. So your short-term target going to be this previous low 42 mark first, all right? Correction gets bigger. So right now there is a correction on 1 hour time frame. You're looking at that to break down, and once price going to break down that 1 hour time frame correction and visit the 42, then it will just keep breaking all the way back to that previous low 30k mark. Hope that makes sense and got the idea what to look for on the Bitcoin. We'll see you back again in another analysis. Until then, bye. All right, so that was the previous video analysis. Now let's look at the recent one. All right, so the recent one, we were expecting this formation to breakdown, all right? We're expecting sharp breakdown over there. Give us a sharp breakdown and test that low. If doesn't, then another leg higher and then drop. We simply got a sharp breakdown, okay? And price just tested that 42 mark, okay? The 42 mark which we were talking about. So if I'm gonna look at updated chart, the 42 mark is just reached, all right? And if I'm gonna go to the 4 hour time frame, we can clearly see over there price went into a bigger correction over there, okay, which visited that previous top and then held, and even I have shown that the previous video. Okay, and then held that top and then started its bearish trend from the top. All right, so correction slightly get bigger, went onto a 6-hour time frame, or we can say that 8-hour time frame. All right, so now you are sticking to that 8-hour time frame. All right, and first of all, looking price to go for another correction over there, break that previous low sharply and continue to keep dragging low. Another correction over there, gonna give you a sign that the price is not going to reverse for upside, okay, and going to drop from there. In case if price is not correcting over there and bouncing off, okay, then simply correct and go back up and form that simple ABC move. Hold that top and then drag 39. All right, so still we are in a weekly correction on the Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin is not ready to buy. We can see over there that the divergence is very strong to the downside, and weekly drop hasn't finished yet. So before you start looking for buy on the Bitcoin for the next leg, you need to see that divergence to be over first. All right, like price has done over there, right, and then found its bottom over there, then went higher. So if you're looking to buy the Bitcoin, it's not ready. It's still within that weekly drop and heading down back to that previous low. Okay, on lower time frame, if I'm gonna, look at this lower time frame. On lower time frame, as said, we need another correction very much similar like this previous one. Okay, if it comes over there, then you are looking this to break down for another correcting, keep breaking down all the way up to 30. If that doesn't come out, okay, then simply another leg higher back to that 52 mark and then again drop. Okay, why we are staying bearish on the Bitcoin right now, why we are not looking Bitcoin to continue for the next leg higher, because Fed is turned super hawkish, we can say that, and saying that they may raise the interest rate in March. Okay, if that's going to come and if they are going to wind up their QE and going to reduce the balance sheet size quickly, then Bitcoin may drop quickly to the downside, okay, and may not continue its bullish trend for more upside. So why we have seen strength on the Bitcoin so much aggressively, the reason was that central bank was trying to create the inflation, okay, and Bitcoin was playing as a hedge against the inflation. Right now central banks are trying to contain the inflation, okay, that's causing the Bitcoin to go down, right? And that's the reason Bitcoin found its top over there at that previous high, and since then it's dropping, right? People are still hoping, right? People are still hoping that it's going to continue its bullish trend for more upside, but fundamental reasons are not supporting Bitcoin to continue its bullish trend for more upside. Right now you are looking correction on lower time frame and Bitcoin to keep dragging more lower. Another thing, you may check the order book as well. The people are trying to buy, sitting over there. Buyers are sitting over that 42k. All right, so for more downside we need a sharp breakdown of that 42k mark, okay, because people are trying to get in the market within these areas. So 42k, 41, all right, these orders may change. These are pending orders, they may change. Okay, so 40 is going to be a very important price to watch. Yeah, so we need a sharp breakdown on 40 and these buyers to clear and price to just break down sharply and continue to keep dragging lower all the way up to 30. All right, so hope that makes sense and you got the idea what to look for. Okay, we'll see you back again in another analysis. Until then, bye.